Good morning. We call the Board of Public Works and Safety meeting to order for October 24th. Today we have all members present, myself, Michelle Winfrey, President, Angela Hayes, Vice President, and Clotilde LeBoy, Secretary. We first have the swearing in of a code enforcement officer. Well, while she finds that, we're going to come back to that. We'll go with the approval of the minutes for October 10th and October 17th.
I make a motion to approve the minutes from October 10th and 17th as presented.
A second?
Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Next, we have bids, proposals to be received for Howe Park improvements. Are there any bids or proposals from the audience today regarding Howe Park improvements that were not previously submitted to the department? Any bids or proposals from the audience today? Final call, any bids or proposals from the audience for Howe Park improvement project? Seeing none, I have a motion to close bids received and to open those received by the department.
I'll make a motion to close the bid process and to open the bids received.
Give me a second.
A second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
And then open one this time.
Which one is this one? The second one.
We just said all
It's two.
Okay, the first bid is from,
cut off.
oh, that's okay. This one, the first one is from Midwestern Electric. Bidder is Midwestern Electric. The bid is for $35,120. No alternate bids were received. Let's see if this is looks like there's just one copy in here, and this one is just, the second part of this just looks like all the required forms. This one is from Precision Builders,
What was the amount you said the name was electric?
$35,120.
Okay.
The next bid, like I said, is from Precision Builders. This bid is for $81,085.
And it's for what?
This is all for Howe Park.
Does it describe the improvement?
It doesn't, that's what I'm looking for, what it says it's for.
Is there someone here from one of the, is there a bidder here for the Howe Park?
There's two bid packages.
I see, in one package, there was all these documents. Is there two bids in the same packet?
Yeah, it looks like a combined one.
Because this is done, we're accepting them on behalf of another department. What,
Here
can you
we go.
explain the improvements that were in the bid? Because we're trying to see what the bid quotes are for.
She's from Gary.
I know, but I'm not
She's from
saying
Gary Up.
this particular bid. I'm just saying in general, what were you bidding on? What type of work?
She's from Gary Up. This is for Precision Builders.
I know, but weren't they all bidding on the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
what-
there's like two packages, but then, like the electrical guys are gonna bid on the first one, but
Oh, here we
Okay,
go.
so it's electrical work and then what other work?
the construction work.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Okay.
skipping through here, I found that in this case, there's, 3 packages, so there's carpentry, plumbing, painting, they did not do HVAC.
Yeah, that's
Flooring.
kind of breakdown.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's people are bidding on different parts of the
Parts of-
project.
yes.
So during the discussion, I'll elaborate on the project.
Okay. Yep. So,
I just wasn't sure, because it sounded like when you said Midwest Electric, it sounded like two different types of companies, so I was a little,
Right.
I didn't know, so that makes sense, okay.
okay. I don't know anything about the project.
Yeah, I know about it, I'll talk about it.
Okay. The next one is from Powers and Sons. looks like they are bidding on. They have all of them in here. The bid base is $9,700, and just trying to see what it was for, section. It's for some plumbing work, HVAC, flooring, and roofing
Okay.
for
That's the
$9,700.
breakdown.
Right.
There should be like a subtotal, like, those are separate bids.
Bring it in here. I'm not seeing, see the financial statements are separated here.
Maybe open that, maybe it's in there.
Well, this is their financial statement, so. This is just their auto report.
The 9,700 is for HVAC, furnish and install new exhaust fan, flooring, remove and replace loose tile on the south end of the common area and in the entry, and 3,200 for the roofing replacement of defective material
That's not the base bid though.
and remove.
There's more in there?
There should be a base bid that includes all of those things.
I didn't see anything else in there.
Just trying to look through, make sure we're not missing something. They may be only bidding on
Those things.
those things, and that's why it's for 9,700. Because it's only for repair of those items that I just listed. It's not for the whole project. Yeah, that's what it looks like, because everything says 9,700, only for those items.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Every paper says the same amount. So it's just for those repairs that were just
Yep.
described. Okay. So it's a limited. Yeah.
Next one is from VAS wall covering. It says VAS.
Wall covering, you said?
Yes, it's from VAS wall covering. Their bid is $18,221.50. And it looks like it's for painting. Patch, prime, and paint all walls and in 15 interior doors.
And what was the total amount?
$18,221.50. Excuse me. The last one is from Gary Up Construction. The base bid is $134,000. They actually have several schedules here breaking down the different bids, right? Yeah. So the base bid is $134,000. They have a bid of $88,000 for package one, which includes some carpentry, plumbing, painting, HVAC, flooring, and roofing. There's a package two for electrical for a total bid of $46,000, which the total combo of 1 and 2 is $118,500. So I'm not sure what the rest of that is. That's all I see on the bids.
Okay. May I have a motion to close
I move
the
that we close the bids, receive,
and defer them to the Hal Park Board?
and defer them to the Hal Park Board.
I'll second.
Any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Just for clarification, the Hal Park improvement is for Hal Park at 3900 Vermont on the east side of Glen Park. There's a improvement project to renovate the pavilion as well as to eventually renovate all of the landscaping and outdoors area of the park, including the old pool is being taken out. I believe play areas are being put in, splash pad is being put in, and eventually a basketball court as well. So it's a total renovation of Hal Park, and it's being done.
With the county, right?
Yes, and it's in partnership with Lake County government, and that's being done out of Hal Park, which is under the Parks Department. So the Parks Department is overseeing everything, and then the actual Hal Park Board is making all the determinations for the park, and then that goes up through the Park Department, and then the Public Works Department, since the city is a partner as well. The bids are just coming through here because the Board of Public Works has more experience with the bid process than the actual Hal Park Board. So that's why this process is being done. All right. We're going to go back to the swearing in of our code enforcement officers. May I have Mr. Wilson and Mr. Willie Weil? Is it Willie? Okay. Is it W-I-L-L-E?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure it was correct. If you guys would, gentlemen would come up to the front, please.
Sure.
Good morning. So I'm going to read the appointment, and then afterwards, I have an oath that you both have to take, and you will repeat the oath when we get to that part. We, the undersigned members of the Board of Public Works and Safety of the City of Gary, Indiana, do hereby this day appoint Obadiah Wilson and Martin Willie as of the City of Gary, Indiana, as a member of. Mr. Willie will be an MS4 Inspector Landfill Manager, and Mr. Wilson will be an MS4 Inspector of the City of Gary, Indiana, to serve in such capacity until expiration of said term, as described by law or otherwise a qualified successor so named. So if I can have you both to raise your right hand, and then after I say I, insert your name. I
Obadiah Wilson.
Martin Willie,
do solemnly swear
Do solemnly
do
swear.
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
and
the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
as an MS4 inspector,
as an MS4 inspector
as an MS4 inspector and landfill manager
as an MS4 inspector and landfill manager
of the city of Gary, Indiana,
of the city of Gary, Indiana,
according to law
according to law,
and to the best of my ability,
to the
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. If I can have you both to sign here. And may I have a motion to accept these two gentlemen?
I move that we accept the swearing in of these code enforcement officers.
I'll second.
Any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, once it's signed off by everyone, then you can receive a copy from the Public Works Office. Right here, right here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.
Next, we have,
The award.
awards. May I have a motion to defer the awards?
I move that we defer the awards till next Wednesday.
I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have claims.
Yes. First, I have the ratification, where did it go? Yes. Of the pension payroll. The total amount is $786,136.63. Fire pension payroll is $386,598.64. The police pension payroll is $399,537.99. And then I have claims to be paid this Friday, October 26th. I have the general fund for $48,812.99. The special revenue fund for $228,174.93. Then I have home program fund 212 for $11,581.12. The ambulance non-reverting fund 224, $19,649.83. The Genesis Center operating fund, Fund 279, for $1,469.71. The redevelopment auxiliary non-reverting fund 474 for $9,860.91. Fire pension fund 702, $12,000. Self-insurance fund 791, $15,981.25. The neighborhood stability program fund 815, $27,835. The lead grant fund 816 for $125. Healthy Start fund 848 for $4,581.86. Blight elimination program fund 855 for $19. Total claims to be paid this Friday of $380,091.60. I make a motion to approve the deferred and the current claims.
I second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Does that conclude claims?
That includes the claims, yes.
Next, we have correspondence and agreements. Correspondence from the police department. Is this it?
That's one more. Yeah. Here's the rest. So first we have, let's see, I have the rank adjustments.
You don't have the request for option?
No.
Okay.
But unless it's. I saw it yet this morning, but. Oh, yes, I did see this. I don't know where it's in my packet. Okay. First is to the Board of Public Works regarding the city auto auction. We are requesting the advertisement for approximately 200 abandoned cars to be auctioned through the City of Gary Police Department on Saturday, November 17th at 9 a.m. The locations and times will be as follows: Republic Frame and Axle, 7500 Melton Road, 9 a.m. S&S Towing, 3641 West 4th Avenue. Start times immediately following Republic. And Benny's Towing, 2160 West 10th Place, starting times immediately following S&S. I make a motion to approve granting permission to have the auction on November 17th.
A second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Second correspondence I have is from Police Chief Allen regarding rank adjustments. Please be advised the following notions and adjustments should be made effective as of the date indicated below. Sergeant Bryant Colbert, CIN 1331, has been promoted to the rank of Commander of the Special Operations Division effective Monday, October 29, 2018. With Sergeant Colbert promoted to rank of Commander, Corporal Michael George, CIN 1313, is next in line for promotional eligibility to the rank of Sergeant effective Monday, October 29, 2018. With Corporal George moving up in rank, the next in line for promotional eligibility is Patrolman Jeremy Joseph, CIN 1515, to the rank of Corporal effective Monday, October 29, 2018. Signed, Richard Allen, Senior Chief of Police. I make a motion to accept the rank adjustments.
A second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have correspondence from the Common Council.
I have a request from Ronald Brewer, President, Gary Common Council, regarding media communication upgrades. The Gary Common Council is requesting Board of Works approval for the purchase of equipment that will be implemented within the council chambers for the Media Communications Department for the City of Gary Access Network. The goal is to eliminate unnecessary equipment and consolidate equipment to a smaller space. Attached for your review and consideration, please find 3 quotes as follows and the QC40 documentation. Quote 1 is from CDW. It is for one Lenovo Think desktop computer at $856.99. One Lenovo Tiny Visa Mount 2 system for $21.99. The total cost is $878.98. Quote 2 is from Lenovo Government. There's a Lenovo Think Center desktop at $690 and one Think Center Tiny Visa Mount 2 at $12. Total cost is $702. The third quote is from PCM. One Think Center desktop computer at $869 and one Think Center Tiny Visa Mount 2 for $21. Total cost of $904.99. We are requesting approval of quote 2 for the Lenovo Government for the grand total cost of $702. The quotes are attached. I make a motion to allow the city council to make the purchase for their quote 2 from Lenovo Government.
Second.
Any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have correspondence from the Health Department.
Yes. This is for, regarding a second amendment to the contract with Reuben C. Rutland, M.D. Reuben C. Rutland, M.D. serves as the Gary Health Commissioner. At the request of the Gary Health Department, the Law Department drafted the attached second amendment to the contract with Reuben C. Rutland, M.D. The reason for the amendment is due to Dr. Rutland forming a new business entity under which he will be operating going forward. Dr. Rutland also has a new tax ID number for the new business. Dr. Rutland's new business entity also has a new address. The contract is amended to reflect Dr. Rutland's new business name, which is Reuben Rutland, M.D., doing business as Northwest Doctor, NWD LLC, and the address of the new company is 51923 Lake Knoll Court, Granger, Indiana. A copy of the original contract, along with amendment number 1 to the original contract, are marked as Exhibit 1 and attached hereto. The Law Department did not negotiate the terms of the amendment and therefore makes no comment on the content of those. Upon receipt of the memorandum, please place the contract on the agenda for the Board of Works. I I make a motion to approve the second amendment for the contract of Reuben Rutland, MD.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next, we have correspondence from redevelopment.
This is regarding the recommendation to transfer property. The City of Gary Redevelopment hereby recommends that the City of Gary transfer the parcel of real estate commonly known as 25th Place in Arizona. We have attached the following: the resolution for transfer of property to the City of Gary Redevelopment Commission. An original copy of the deed for execution of board signatures is attached. A copy of the real property maintenance report showing Gary as ownership. The property will be used for stabilization in neighborhoods in the City of Gary. The Redevelopment Commission is requesting that the property be transferred from the City of Gary to the Redevelopment Commission as a step in the process of conveying the property to city residents that are interested in acquiring them through the City of Gary side lot program. Through this program, ownership of the lots would be granted to the most responsive and compelling bid by an adjacent property owner whose adjacent property is also their primary residence. The program is intended to reduce blight and overgrowth on vacant land by transferring property ownership to engage adjacent residents for management and stewardship, as well as returning the properties to the city's tax roll. Attached is also a memo making the same request for the side lot program. All the copies appear to be here, other than the deed, which I'm sure you have, right, Oteil?
Yes, I believe so. I do.
Okay, then I make a motion to transfer the property from the City of Gary to redevelopment.
A second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Yeah, I don't know.
Next, we have correspondence from community development.
We have two contracts here. The first one is approval of the CDBG agreement for the Gary Department of Commerce, Gary Micro Enterprise Institute, Small Business Development and Expansion Initiative. Please find the community development block grant agreements funding the following programs at the indicated amounts. The first one here is for the Gary Department of Commerce, Gary Micro Enterprise Institute, Small Business Development and Expansion Initiative for $110,000. CDBG funds will be used for instructor-led classroom training, technical assistance, one-on-one and small group business counseling, and access to capital resources for new, expanding, and high-growth potential small businesses owned by Gary residents. This also covers residents and entrepreneurs classified as low to moderate income and/or small business owners who create jobs for low to moderate income Gary residents. This includes the hard to employ as a result of long-term unemployment, ex-offender status, etc. Approximately 48 businesses will be assisted. Okay. The payment will be not to exceed $110,000. The time of performance, will be March 1st, 2018, and end on the 31st day of August 2019. There's no special conditions. There's several pages of federal requirements. The QC 40 is attached. Since it's a grant, it's not required to go through the Freeze Committee. The Department of Commerce has signed off. Community Development has also signed the agreement. I make a motion to approve the Gary Micro Enterprise Institute Small Business Development Expansion Initiative contract.
A second.
Any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
The next one I have from them is for Fair Housing and Employment Rights Counseling Services Public Education and Outreach Program. CDBG funds will be used for instructor-led, wrong one. We have two contracts on the same memo. The next one is for the Fair Housing Employment Rights Counseling Services Public Education and Outreach Program for $85,000. CDBG funds will be used for human rights counseling services to Gary residents who feel that they have been discriminated against in areas of housing, employment, education, and public accommodation. Also, fair housing awareness will be promoted to house service providers and community leaders with specific emphasis on disadvantages and barriers in housing for disabled persons, veterans, and homeless individuals. QC 40 is here. The time of performance is the first day of July 2018 and ending on the 30th day of June 2019. The payment amount is for $85,000 not to exceed. That's a federal language attached to the contract. Because it is a grant, it's not required to go through the Freeze Committee, and both the Gary Human Relations Commission and Community Development Directors have already signed this contract, so I make a motion to approve the contract for the Fair Housing and Employment Rights Counseling Services.
I second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
That motion carries. Next, we have correspondence from the law department. The correspondence regarding Indiana Social Services Administration is from Public Works, and I think you
We're
want to
gonna
make a
defer.
motion to defer.
Yeah, I move that we defer that to the next meeting.
All in
Okay.
favor? I mean, second. May I have a second?
Sure, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That motion carries. And then the other two contracts, I think you said there wasn't a freeze going for it?
Correct.
Okay. Now, the one from Kelly Wright Gibson, that's coming from a non-reverting 820. Does that need a freeze form?
Yes. Anything that's not a grant,
Okay.
yes.
All right. I didn't, I just text the office manager, so I don't know why she didn't submit it. But we can, I may have a motion to defer both of those until next week.
I move that we defer those contracts under the correspondence from the law department.
Second.
Any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
That motion carries. Next, we have correspondence from the traffic department.
From Evelyn Diaz, Traffic Control Superintendent, please be advised the Traffic Control Division has conducted a thorough investigation, determined the validity of the request. All documentation, driver's license, vehicle registration, handicap, placard, letter from physician requested has been received and reviewed and accepted for the following residents. The renewal is for Ronald Roberts, Richard Bonnet, Elizabeth Earl, Kenneth Milner, Barbara Grant, Bobby Cease, Roma Ivy, Shirley Kreiner, Tiffany Perry, Lois Sprague, James Henderson, I'm not sure how to pronounce the first name, Keita Crawford, David Ciros, Grace Williams, Bernie Harris, Kenneth Lewis, and then 2 new cards for Betty Nelson and Angie Leon Smith. I have reviewed all of these prior to the meeting. Do you want me to go through these again?
Do they all have the items listed on the form? Are they all checked off?
Yes, they were all checked off. I didn't see anything that prompted questions.
No, you can just do one motion.
I will make a motion to accept and approve.
Oh, wait a minute.
There was one, but I don't know that she required a physician's letter.
Yeah. Slip it down for you.
Okay. It's just that one, I think.
This is the one.
Yep, this is just that one, yeah.
Does she have a permanent?
I don't see a copy of a placard here.
Yeah.
Let me see what a registration. Oh, on the registration, it's disabled.
Oh, okay, so she does have a disabled parking, license plate.
Yes. Okay.
So you made a motion to approve the
Renewals.
and the
The
new
new,
senior centers.
yes.
Second.
Any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Is there any unfinished or new business today?
No.
No.
Any public comment today? Yes, sir.
I just want to comment on a contract, amendment to a contract for our health commissioner. You know, Granger's like 150 miles away. I don't understand why our health commissioner is not located closer to the city of Gary. You know, it's way out by South Bend. I mean, it's a very successful, vibrant community. As a matter of fact, the population is increasing over the last 2 census counts, averaging 20% increase per census account from 2000 to 2010 to
You were speaking about Granger?
2090. Yeah.
Yes.
And so, I mean, I just feel that we could find someone to be our health commissioner who lives a little closer.
Who said that was
That's, yeah, that's his business, that's the business address, that doesn't mean that's where
He should be having
he
a
lives.
business here in Gary. Why can't he have a business here in Gary? He's
Does-
collecting
does
money
he
here
work
in
in
Gary. He
Gary?
should be having a
He
business
works
here.
in
Yes, he works here in Gary.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
works at
obviously
Metro.
works here and
No,
then
he
takes
works
the
as
money
a
back to
physician
Granger.
as well in Gary,
Huh?
that's, he works as a physician in Gary
Yeah,
as well as having a business
Yeah.
that's not in Gary.
well, it seems that we could find someone a little closer to home than Granger. It seems, you know, it seems that we could find someone who'd be more committed to the community if they're, you know, without going into it too far, but that seems a little out of order. Go all the way to Granger to find our health commissioner. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We want to talk about the disabled parking signs. You know, a couple of weeks ago in Hammond, the Board of Works, they list the address of everybody who applies for a disabled parking sign. You know, I was thinking, that's almost a year ago, you said they wanted their privacy, but anytime they're putting a sign on public property in the eastern area, they have to show their addresses and where it's located. So I would like to see, you know, somebody to investigate, see if it's legal or not, do that.
Thank you. Anyone else? Thank you. May I have a motion to adjourn?
I move that we adjourn.
Second.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.